What's up, guys? I got another pretty cool bally to show you guys today. I'm actually excited to bring this one to you. I've been getting lucky with the pass-arounds lately. This one is the Jimpy Designs Sentinel. It is his very first prototype, and my first impressions on this were actually really good. I don't have this bally for too long. It is a pass-around, but Jimpy's a fellow Floridian. He actually doesn't live too far away from me, which makes sense why I'd be the first on the pass around. But like I said, my first impressions on this were really good, so I'm excited to give you a better look at it. I had mentioned that this was the first prototype. Well, this is the first live blade prototype. There was one before this that was like it was like full bead blasted and it had a trainer blade, and then there was another one before that was like a 3D printed mock-up version, but this is the first full-blown ready to rock prototype. When I put it on my scale, I got it at just about 4.6, 4.7 ounces, though admittedly my scale is pretty bad. I definitely need to upgrade it and get a better one. Just under 10 inches overall, so just about 5.5 inch handles, 4.5 inch blade, just about, like I said, it's just under 10 inches overall. It is channel titanium handles, and it has this widened channel gap, which is I mentioned it a couple times before on my channel. That's a really good idea. I like a lot when makers do that. Just gives you a little bit of extra breathing room when it comes to tap and blade rub. Though the bushings on this are tuned to just about perfection, so kudos on that. Definitely a good job. That's one thing I definitely like to see, and I'm equally disappointed when I see bushings that are tuned really good or really bad. So good job on that. One thing I had also wanted to mention is that though it is a live blade, there is no edge on it. It's not sharp, it's pretty blunt. So the Sentinel is a 10-pin design, and overall it's just really aesthetically pleasing to me. I tend to like the more simple, more subdued type of designs, so on this I really enjoy the blade shape. I really like the all silver, raw machined satin finish that this has. It's just looks really good to me. It kind of reminds me of my Nemesis Proto, just in the sense that they both have that raw machine finish. They're both prototypes. On both of them you can see the tool paths left in the handle from when they were machined, and that always just looks really good to me. And on the Sentinel, the way the tool paths were done, it kind of has this cool wrinkle texture pattern. I doubt my camera's going to pick it up or do it any justice, but the whole pattern is clean and simple. It offers good grip. I really like the tang shape on this bally. The horns are soft and subtle, and as I mentioned before, that's something that gets overlooked a lot, is the tang shape on ballies. I love when a bally has a clean, attractive tang shape, and that's another thing I always look at with ballies, is I always just look at the silhouette, the profile. You know, is it pleasing to my eye? Is it aesthetically pleasing? And on this, the Sentinel, it definitely looks good. Aesthetically, I'm really happy with the way the Sentinel turned out. Now, I can tell you guys how great the Sentinel looks, but the real question is, how does it flip? I can gladly say that there it checks out also, because it's actually a really good flipper. And I'm by no means one of the best flippers out there, not even close. I just give you guys my opinion, and if you like it, great. If not, great. But the tang pins on this, they feel really good, they sound really good, they aren't too bouncy. The channel titanium handles feel really good. If I'm nitpicking, it's a little bit neutral. It could use just a tiny bit more junk in the trunk, but that's just if I'm being picky. Like I mentioned before, the bushings are tuned to just about perfection. It's about as good as you can hope to get bushings, and it's got that widened channel gap. That's such a good idea. I wish more ballies had that. The spine on this, it's not crowned, but it has a nice chamfer to it. It doesn't really feel sharp at all. Like I said before, the horns are soft and subtle. Those don't really pinch at all. Neither do the tang pins, because tang pins can actually be a little bit pinchy sometimes. But otherwise, this is just a really good flipper. I like how the handles they're actually a little slim. Sometimes handles can feel really big and blocky to me, and I like on this how the handles are a little bit slim. But I have long skinny fingers, so maybe that's why I like skinnier, slimmer handles on a Bali. But if you can see, they are a little bit slim. I do enjoy it. Like you can see, I don't really have too many bad things to say about this Bali. Jimpy, you hit it clear out of the park if you ask me. This is a prototype and I have no idea what pricing or any of that's going to be like when the time comes, though I am looking forward to it because the Sentinel, it's a winner in just about every single way. I mean, it's definitely going to be on my radar. If I was forced to nitpick, I could say maybe the handle gap is just a tiny bit far apart when it's open and closed, but that's a really easy fix. Just maybe make the tang cups a tiny bit bigger. It's a little bit too neutral for my taste. Could definitely use a little bit more weight in the handles, but that's also a really easy fix, and that's if I'm nitpicking. But you know what, that's the whole point of even doing a pass around. And Jimpy, thank you very much. I'm very appreciative of you for sending it out on the pass around. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be able to try it. I'm going to tag his Instagram in the information down below because he makes balis, thumb chucks, a bunch of other cool stuff. It's definitely worth checking out. And as always, guys, thank you very much. Very appreciative. And I'll catch you guys next time.